And welcome back to Broke Till Friday, Edward's Basement Edition. Edward's Kitchen Edition.
Yeah.
We replaced Walter with Chess now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's the new ISIS.
It really was Walter.
Take up his face.
Yeah.
Walter actually switched places with Chess, and Chess, they did the face-off.
Face-off.
John Travolta.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Nick Cage.
Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. Face-off. And
I've never seen that movie, but I've seen the on Netflix all the time.
Every single time.
No, I saw an analysis of it. I don't know why. I've never seen the movie.
Never seen it either. A lot of people say it's good. Just never I don't know. Nicolas Cage is not my thing.
I was gonna say they say it's funny. There's a difference between
good and funny.
funny.
Honestly,
it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
You'll watch it once and then that's pretty much it, right? Never again. I still feel like we should have done it outside now. Now I'm thinking about it,
it's like fuck people listening.
I feel like we would have been yelling though, no?
Oh yeah, true.
No, because I mean,
well, there's gonna be more echo too. It's gonna be a lot harder.
A lot more noise, the wind and everything. You can be hearing.
Yeah.
And then random stray cats are just gonna be like.
And the stupid fucking babies outside.
And the cops.
I got pulled over yesterday.
Why? How?
What?
So I was dropping off one of my friends because we went to go eat KBBQ, and I was dropping my friend back off, and she lives in the valley, so how do you call it? And so like we're driving and I'm going down the street, going down a main road. These two cops like pull me over, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? And they first they come on like both sides, right? One comes to the driver's side and one comes over to the like surrounding us, and then they're like lower all your windows. I'm like,
and you're like, white privilege, don't fail me now.
Yeah, exactly. I had just shaved, so I was like,
clean,
perfect timing. Yeah. If I was
don't look homeless.
The one time I don't look homeless.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I was like, I haven't seen these two friends. Like, we haven't been out in like 2 years since like COVID started.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get dressed up. Like, I got like one of my good shirts. I got like pants.
Cologne, the
shave.
Yeah.
I was like everything. I was
socks,
like,
matching socks and everything.
Socks, yeah, like I didn't have like shit stained socks or like cum rags on my feet.
They didn't. The socks didn't crunch when you walked.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I wasn't with like my ugly toenails just hanging off the
hangnail. The hangnail pushing through your broken sneaker.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I actually had shoes.
Yeah.
Nice. So you went presentable.
I look presentable.
Nice.
Presentable. A decent, normal human being.
Yeah, I look like a normal person, like a normal white person because of the shaving.
Yeah.
And I had my hair tied up, so I really did look.
And you're like, officer,
then they
is
saw
there
his
a problem?
ID.
They saw your ID. They're like, who'd you lift this from?
No, really, cause I look nothing like my ID anymore.
Because you had short hair in your ID, right?
I had my ID. I took it when I was 137 pounds back in like senior year of high school, or no, sophomore year. So yeah, so I look a little bit different from there. Let's just say I don't weigh 138 pounds anymore.
How much you weigh now?
Like 187.
That's still good.
I'm kind of, you know what, fuck you. I just so I've been losing weight and I thought, you know, cool, I'm 185 now, and I thought that was a decent weight. That's not a decent weight now.
Yeah, I mean, for
what
your
the
height,
fuck are you talking about?
I went to the doctor
I am
and they were
shorter
like, you're a
than
little
him.
overweight.
But you probably have muscle and stuff too.
I don't have
think
muscle.
I have muscle.
He has muscle.
Yeah, I was like you.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
look
like,
at
look
the
at this. This is a muscle.
No, that's not muscle.
I got belly too.
You guys are fine.
Yeah, but you don't lose muscle when you gain belly, because they're two different things.
Oh. Yeah. I don't think I have muscle. I've never worked out in my life, bro. I literally just went to the gym like last week. Okay.
It's close enough.
Really think that's working out? I honestly, I feel like
I consider my work
around.
closing around. I consider my work working out because I have to lift like fucking heavy ass boxes. So
It's because you're not eating any protein. That's why it doesn't stay on your arms. Come on.
I eat so much protein.
What protein?
High protein, low
eat-
calories, though, bro.
I
The
don't know
cat
about
food.
calories.
The cat
The
food.
cat
all
food.
that. All
Just-
the
Why do you
protein.
think I have like 4 boxes of cat food? Do you think I have 3 cats? No, I
There's
don't.
no
I
cats
just-
in here. I have yet to see a single cat, and I see so
Exactly.
much cat food. Yeah, cat food actually has to be edible because of the Great Depression, and because people were resorting to eating cat food and then they would die from it. So now all
be
pet
edible.
food, like technically has to be edible. And there's like pet food testers, people who like taste
No.
test that stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
I pray for you people. Holy crap, man.
I pray
The
for you
Great
people in the
Depression was
1930s.
us. What do you mean, you people? It was us.
No,
It was us.
No, I don't remember eating cat food.
The Great Depression was us.
That was the 1930s.
No, it wasn't us, but I mean, it was
America.
Yeah, it was America. I know that.
You
But I'm saying
people-
like,
it was
I'm
like,
like-
You people of the third world country, those were Americans.
no, I'm saying I
Hardy,
pray
remember,
for,
if you're a hardy American, you eat cat food.
if that's your
Exactly.
job, I pray for you because holy crap, they could put so much crap in there, dude.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
the
hey.
Poison Squad.
Yeah, dude, literally that's what you are.
Jesus.
No,
man.
literally, that's
Guinea
an
pigs.
actual squad that existed back when food wasn't technically legally required to be edible. So like you could
There's
buy
no
a
like
hot dog.
FDA and stuff like
There
that.
was no
right?
FDA. There was nothing like that. So what they would do is they would fill like say your pancake mix with like bugs
Sawdust
and like
or-
slugs and sawdust and shit. And people weren't really buying food because well no one wants to eat more than sawdust than they have to. So this one dude, funnily enough, it was a Republican who was like no, we need a government agency to oversee what people put into their bodies because that will allow them to more comfortably purchase more food and become more capitalistic. And so he set up a bunch of, I don't know, it was like 5 or 7 guys who would just eat rotten food and like and it's like rotten food, but they just bought it at the supermarket. They just went down to like the superior and like
Taste testing it.
and just taste tested it, and it was like absolutely fucking disgusting. Some of it had anthrax in it. Like it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was a bad time.
Humanity is always enlightened me, man.
Humanity. You mean the rich people always?
Yeah. Rich people.
Yeah.
It just goes to show.
For their bottom dollar.
I was gonna say it goes to show if rich people could, they would get away with killing you with your food.
Dude, like speaking about the recall earlier for Gavin Newsom,
Oh, yeah,
one of the candidates doesn't believe in minimum wage, so like if he could pay you less, he totally would. That's basically what it means.
That's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
what it
Like,
means.
yeah,
Listen,
we should let
fuck
the
you
free
and
market-
your
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
And it's like
But there's a lot of people like so on my freeway, like on the 60. Dude, there's a lot of signs like saying recall Newsom and everything. So I'm just like, you know what? This seems like
You're in the
we're
OC.
becoming Florida,
yeah, you're
bro.
in the OC.
Nah, we're technically LA County.
No,
La
but you're
Habra?
technically OC.
I'm not in La Habra. I'm in La Puente.
oh La Puente. Oh
Yeah, we're still LA County.
Ah.
Yeah.
Like barely though, like scratching that mountain right there. That's
Yeah.
literally like still barely LA County.
Huh. Yeah, I see a lot of. I mean, I feel like the farther you go, like in Riverside and stuff, it's definitely
Yeah.
like a lot more like no mask people and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like in Hemet, where we used to work, it would be like every 3 people would wear a mask, but the 2 before that, no mask.
Dude, when I went to San Diego, went to SeaWorld, no masks. People were just not giving. I mean, you know, there were a couple of people here and there, but like I would say like 70% of them no masks. Like legit, everyone was like they didn't give a fuck. And
oh
I'm
shit,
like,
the Valley too. Sometimes like all the
Santa
white
Barbara,
people
dude.
just no masks.
I went to Santa Barbara last year during COVID and shit. I thought like you had to wear a mask and not a single
Like, during
mask was
peak
worn.
time,
Yeah,
oh.
dude, this was in the summer, like when everybody was being
Yeah.
banned from the beach. They were still
Yeah.
going to the beach.
yeah.
Obviously, I was still one of those people, but I wore a mask. Like I wore
Yeah,
a mask
at
with
least.
my hooliganism.
It's like you never do 2 stupid things at once. It's
Yeah.
like, or you never do 2 illegal things at once. If you're gonna drink, then you don't drive. If you're if you're gonna drink and drive, you don't speed.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
Yeah.
speed,
Okay.
make sure you're not drunk. It's
I
stuff
was
like
gonna
that.
say.
Yeah. Sorry, it was the other way around. But yeah, you choose one illegal thing to do at once.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
no.
So Edward, you were saying your cops.
Anyways, the cops. So they pulled me over, right? And they just had me there for fucking ever, for like, I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes. And they were like, oh, your headlight's out and your tail light isn't working. And I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. I know my headlight is dim, so I need to replace it soon, but it's not out yet. And the tail light, I just replaced them, so they're perfectly fine. I know that for a fact. And they left, and they were like, oh, can I get your license and registration? I was like, and I gave them the license, and I gave them the insurance. And they're supposed to jot down the registration too, right?
Mhm.
But she didn't take it. She didn't want to take the registration. And so I was like, no, here. And like I called her back. I was like, oh, I have my registration here. And she was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll take that too. And so she took it. And when they came back, they were like, oh, you're not allowed to have your headlights out, and you're not allowed to have your windows tinted in the front, like the 2 side windows.
Mhm.
And I'm like, bitch, are you sure? First off, that's not what you pulled me over for. That's not what you told me when you pulled me over.
Mhm.
And second off, every single fucking car on this street has tinted windows, and you're gonna stop me instead of ticketing all these possible cars.
Yeah.
Me equivoqué de casa.
So yeah, that's a good one. Edward's mom just walked in. We're like, we're recording, and she's like, oh, goodbye. She just noped out. Yeah. Recording time. It's all good.
Oh man. I'm
Ábreme
dead.
ahí atrás.
Where's mine, Edward? Come on.
We're just gonna cut that out.
No, we'll leave it in. That makes it better. That just makes it funnier. Edward's parents just came in. They're like, oh, I guess we...
Dude, I was cracking up because I seen her coming from the window and I was like, oh shit.
I know,
like,
me too. I was like, oh.
I heard the dolly like bop, 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 bop.
Oh.
I didn't see them like that.
Oh.
I assumed they would be able to see through the window and like see
Yes.
us.
I'm pretty sure you can see
That's
in the
actually
video my eyes just got bigger when she was like at the door. I was like, ah.
We're not doing anything illegal, we
Nothing
swear.
illegal here. Forget all these lines of cocaine.
Exactly. But yeah. Yeah,
and so they pulled me
Cops.
over, and they were basically, yeah, you're not allowed to have your windows tinted. I'm like, what you mean? Yes, we can. Like, I didn't say it to them, obviously, because I'm not trying to get 3 warning shots in my chest.
exactly.
But, how do you call it? But yeah, they were like, oh yeah, your windows came tinted. And I was like, there's like, every single car in the street has their windows tinted, and you're gonna pull me over instead of just filling your quota. Because I 100% I think it's just them filling a quota. Because they didn't give me a ticket either. They just said, oh, change these things in your car. And they were like, what pissed me off so much was that she was talking down to me. She was like, you're an adult, make adult decisions. I'm like, bitch, you should have made an adult decision and not became a cop.
Honestly,
What the fuck?
like, Jesus.
Like, what? Like, you think you're protecting someone
Just
right now?
Power tripping.
Yeah, you're just power tripping. You're not helping anyone. You're not, you're not doing anything. Telling me to go to AutoZone or to O'Reilly's to fix my headlight is not saving anyone. You're not saving a life.
Wasting taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
And just wasting time. My God.
Technically, though, it saves somebody else's life.
Huh.
Because if you don't have your lights fixed, nah,
Yeah,
I
but
understand. I'm just bullshitting.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
Yeah,
say they
I
just
can't
went
find
out.
any reason to help a cop.
Honestly?
I'm sorry.
Because even if you just have one of the headlights in, you can still see it, even if it's in the
But
dark
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
you know.
And they just went out, so it's not like I'm like driving 50 billion years with the headlight out.
Exactly. Yeah. Because it's like, if it was like, let's say, someone pulls you over and they're like, hey, you already got a citation for this in the first place, then it's a problem, right?
Yeah.
But if it's like, hey, it's just dim and it's not even like, you know.
Yeah, it's not even. It wasn't
it's
even
the middle
out,
of the
it was
day.
him.
Yeah, it's like it's the middle of the day. Like no one's gonna be like, hey, I can't see you. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's so dumb. It just wasted like half an hour of my time for no reason. I was like,
For no reason.
no reason.
Reminds me. Once I was speeding because I needed to take like a massive fucking shit. Like, dude, like I was like at 80 miles per hour on
I feel
my
you.
street. I was literally just like 30 over. It was like it's a 50 mile per hour on the street.
Yeah.
So I'm just like stepping on it because I'm like really like it's hurting me and I'm like oh it's hurting. A cop pulls me over and I was like no.
Like
So-
I'm going to shit my pants,
Yeah,
sir. Please let me
dude.
go.
I was like he came up to the window and the first thing I said is I need to take a shit so can like I need like
Please.
please let me go right now. Like I need to go. Like I really need to take a shit.
Your
He's like-
hands are sweaty.
And he was like, you should have taken another street, man. Can I have your license, registration? I was like, I fucking hate you. I sat there for 20 minutes needing to take a shit so bad that by like the end of it, I was just like,
I'm gonna.
fuck, dude. I should
Once-
have just
once
taken a
he
shit
pulls
on him.
away,
Yeah, I
I'm
should
just
have
gonna
taken a
take a
shit
shit on
on
the
the street. I was so mad though. My mom was
Jesus.
like, why were you going so fast? And I was like, honestly, I was shitting myself.
Yeah,
like,
you,
it
like,
was there.
Don't understand the pain of
It was like
having
a
to take a
cold
shit.
sweat, dude. And I was like, no.
Dude, that happened to me once. I was waiting for the DMV to open because it was like the first time I was getting my license, right?
Yeah.
And so my dad, like in the morning, I'd take it down, but I'm like, okay, I'm fine. And then we're driving over, and as we're like getting there, like, DMV opens at 8 o'clock. It's like 7:30 because my dad's like, we gotta get there early, right? We gotta get there super early, like, because there's gonna be a line already. So we get there, there's already a line. It's like 7:40 at this point, and I'm like, I can already feel like I have bubble gut. I'm like, okay, no, I'm fine. I'm like, yeah, I already took it up this morning. I'm okay. And then my stomach was like, yes, we've already had one dump. But what about second dump? And so I'm there, and then I'm like my hands are already sweating. Like, yeah, I know the cold sweat, dude. Because I'm sitting there, my hands are like, dude, my hands are sweating just thinking about it. I'm like, I'm like, okay, no, I'll be fine. And like it's 7:45, and I'm like, fuck, there's still 15 minutes. The doors are locked. I know there's a bathroom there, but the door's locked. And I'm like, and I'm like, okay, no, I'll be fine, man. I'm an adult. I'm not gonna shit myself in front of all these people because my dad's standing in line, and I told him like, can I just go sit down because I'm gonna shit myself. And I sit down on the cement, and I'm just like, there's like little cement
benches.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
the benches.
feeling it. I'm
Yeah,
fucking.
on the benches. I'm like, okay, no, I'm fine. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna wait. 15 minutes left. Yeah, easy. And it's like 7:50 passes around. Right? I'm like, and like I feel like my body's starting to shake at this point, and I'm like, my hands are pale because I've been grabbing onto my knees. I'm like clenching my knees. 'Cause I'm like,
You're creating a diamond in your butt cheeks.
exactly. So I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. And I'm like, and I know it's not solid, so that's the worst part. I'm like, it's gonna be bad. I'm like, no, it's fine. 7:55 rolls around, and like a lady walks out of the thing, and then she like walks back in because they're setting up like a little drive-through thing too, right? And I'm like, fuck, I should have just gone over and told her something. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, 500 minutes, and I'm like, oh. And I look over at the bushes, and I'm like, I'm gonna lose a sock, because I'm like, at this point, I'm like, and my dad's just like. Now my dad's concerned. He's watching me, and he's like, are you okay? And then they finally, 8 o'clock finally hits. They open the doors. People start walking in. My dad's walking in line, and as he passes by, I'm like, and I'm like fucking almost hyperventilating. And then I get up, and I'm like, just walk ever so slowly. Like I'm drenched in a cold sweat. I'm pale at this point, and I walk ever so slowly over to the bathroom, and I go, and it's locked, and I'm like. Ma'am, can you guys open the bathroom? It's like the beginning of the day. Ladies, yeah, she goes and she opens it. I'm like, thanks. And I go over and I sit down. And I'm just like, and then just obliterate the toilet. Like when Kaiba went Exodia, obliterate. When he goes,
dang, this shit was so powerful.
When Yugi says Exodia, obliterate, I felt that. And I'm just like, and then I get up and I'm like, oh, so I get out and I've lost half my body weight and shit. Yeah. And I walk back up to my dad and he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
It's the best feeling after.
Honestly, like the amount of relief. Yeah. And it's like in my head, I get so mad because I'm like, I know I'm not going to shit myself in front of all these people, but I still get mad because my body goes, you're going to do it. And I get more nervous and I have to go more. And your body goes, you're going to do it. And I get more nervous and I got to go more. And I'm like, why can't you just like, and then I feel like when I got to the bathroom and I sat down, my body was like, and I wasn't like super about to like explode. And I had to like, okay, then I'm empty, you know? It wasn't the same feeling of like when I'm sitting there at the bench going, oh my God, I'm going to pop. I sit down and all of a sudden my body relaxes like, you're not going to pop, fooled you. And I'm like, are you serious right now? And then, that feeling's the worst.
That happened to me today.
Oh,
that happened to me today. So I was helping my dad get some paper, bring some paper in, right?
Yeah.
Those boxes are fucking heavy. Yeah. They're like 20 pounds or so, but there's like 25 of them, so you gotta freaking go over and over. Yeah. So, how do you call it? Shit, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, so like I woke up and I felt like acid right here at the back of my throat.
Reflux?
Acid reflux right here, because it came to BBQ yesterday.
You should, anytime, if you think you're having acid reflux, you gotta sleep on your left side. Because if you sleep on your right side, that the stomach acid makes it easier for you to go to the side. Because that happened to me once when I was asleep. I was asleep like this, and I burped, and I like threw up bile basically, and I choked myself awake. Like I was like, and I was like, and then my throat was burning, and then I was like, and then I googled it, and then I found out if you sleep on your left side, the stomach acid can't make it over like the hump basically.
Oh, okay. I sleep like this.
I mean, yeah. If you sleep on your back most of the time, you're fine. But like, if you know you have acid reflux, or like, let's say if you've had a meal, like, because you said K-barbecue, try and sleep on your left side. Like, if you're up against the wall, it makes it harder for you to like turn and stuff like that. But that way you're up against the wall, and then that way the acid doesn't make it over the hump. This morning I woke up with that, and I took my my pills, just popping pills, Smalley in the morning, and then. Putting the ecstasy tab underneath your tongue and
no, it's the antidepressant, so I don't kill myself on the road. And
I think that's LSD that does a tab.
Is it LSD?
Yeah, LSD is a tab.
LSD is anything. LSD could be a
gummy.
LSD can be anything, literally. It's one of the most like malleable drugs. You could put it in gas. You could put it as like a vapor. You could put it as like a little spray.
In your humidifier every night. Yeah. You're like, so I don't wake up with a dry throat, but I'm tripping balls.
What's this?
Hey, LSD can make your throat dry. You know, you gotta.
I think it was Oregon.
Did Oregon legalize everything?
Oh yeah, dude, Oregon legalized everything.
Yeah.
Oregon.
So Oregon, sponsor me. I'm down to try some LSD and support that shit, man. That shit was tight.
Some shrooms.
Shrooms
was
too.
Oregon.
Shrooms too. Yup, that's awesome. You could go to Oregon and literally see a crackhead walking like a normal person, bro.
Well,
'Cause
that's
they
how
have
they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
They have access to like help. Like
Exactly.
honestly, like decriminalization of that, like I bet you in like 10 years or like even 5 years, like Oregon's just basically not gonna have a drug problem anymore.
You gotta decriminalize and tax.
Yes.
That's all you gotta do. It's easy
Decriminalize,
as that.
tax.
If you do that, you cripple the cartel. Cripple the cartel because now they're not gonna be wanting to smuggle things over anymore.
It's not It's not profitable anymore.
Exactly, because now they're like, hey, now anyone can get it any corner, and the prices are gonna go down because it's more available.
Dude, they opened up a dispensary right here on state. Like,
But some of those are not legal actually. If they don't tax you, those are illegal.
no, they're dude.
Oh,
I
gonna
see
say-
my receipts. They are taxed.
Yeah. But
there's like a corner for like 15 different taxes on it. It's like
Holy shit.
because
Even
it's not
Stizzy does that
federally
shit.
legal.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but that's the problem. It's like since it's not federally legal, since it's not legal on a federal level, like Visa and MasterCard and stuff like that, it's really hard to do business with them and hard to get like tax loans or tax subsidies.
But that's what, yeah, tax subsidy is something
Businesses.
else. But like instead of Visa and stuff, just get Square. Square accepts Visa and all that stuff, and you're not dealing directly with them, so you still get the benefit of being able to charge card.
Exactly, and I mean most of the time they list themselves as hobby shops anyway, so it's like it's not technically a weed store. It's like we sell pipes, and then we just happen to sell weed too. Like
Yeah.
oh, you know,
Yeah.
it's like a
Or-
hobby
or-
shop or
I
whatever.
think
Or
you need to
the-
go on
the place that I
Google
just found out
and
about-
Google up these weed shops. They don't put hobby shops.
No,
They
They
actually
actually
They
weed?
put dispensaries now,
they
yeah,
just put
like
dispensaries.
Sundial and stuff like that, and it's because white men want to make money off of it now.
Yeah.
So
That's why Google literally just helps them out and puts out their whole business like right there, picture of everything, and then tells them what kind of weed they have and the pictures of the weed and shit.
it's because rich white men are starting to invest heavily into dispensaries.
Yup.
So
They
now
realized.
now the minorities don't have all the money in it.
yeah, now that
That's
the
why,
minorities aren't the
we're doing
predominant
coke more
producers
now.
anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if they heard that, but yeah, we're doing
Oh.
coke now.
Yeah,
Californians have moved on to coke. Weed is.
No.
I don't know about that.
And the
I'm
cartels
not-
have moved on to avocados.
That's
oh yeah, the
Advil.
cartels moved on to avocados.
They actually have.
It's crazy. It's really sad. We were talking about that the other day also.
Yeah, we talked about it twice on the podcast now.
Dude, third
Yeah.
time today.
Third time.
Stop
anyways,
buying avocados except for California avocados.
And
So-
instead of going to dispensaries, smart people like me can just go to a church and buy weed at a church and sidestep all the taxes.
Churches
How?
actually they have make weed churches.
Yeah,
It's
weed
legal.
churches.
Religion is tax exempt.
Exactly.
So here's the
Awesome.
thing: they actually have mass on Sundays too.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Where you
I
can just
have
go
a-
and smoke.
Yeah. So I didn't go to one of these yet, but there's a shop at my house. They literally called the Church of Harmon, and on every Sunday they have mass. And when you come in, they say, "Welcome" with like the little prayer hands and everything. And I'm just like, "Hey, church is church."
Thank
It
you.
says that cannabis churches can't seek protection under the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. It only applies to in states that have passed their own versions of it. California hasn't.
No,
What?
but the freedom of religion still protects them.
There's still a lot of
the
like, there's a lot of
Constitution
churches
one,
under
the
cannabis.
Second Amendment.
Oh, but in the cases that deal with federal law,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know, but
So they're legal under California as like stores, and they're legal
Churches.
under the federal level as a church. So they get the
they
benefit
can
of
still
being
get rated,
federally
though.
taxed. Can they?
Yeah, they can actually, depending on. It's more of their consumers. So like, if their consumers are being like real dickheads to the area, they can like literally just tell them like, hey, rate the shop, because they're like everybody's just doing it freely. Like, you know how like you're not supposed to be smoking weed out in the open like that. If enough residents complain in the area,
there's
like,
enough riffraff, basically.
yeah, like saying like, hey, there's people smoking on my block, and there's a weed shop like 2 blocks away from there, or something like that. That's why Stizzy, they don't allow you to smoke or pull out your like anything that you bought inside out in the parking lot. They tell you to get off the property and go away, like get away from them.
You buy it off my property.
Well, I mean that's
Yeah.
that's the same thing with alcohol. You're not allowed to
No
openly
open
drink.
containers.
No open
Yeah.
containers. Yeah. So I mean, if it's like on the level of alcohol, I'm fine with it. I mean, I don't feel like that's a detriment per se.
No, that's not. But I'm
No.
just saying like they can still get
Yeah,
rated, you know,
yeah.
It's stupid reasons, but.
But just tax it, guys. Come on.
Oh yeah, they just gotta federal level's gotta tax it.
Yeah. So
And then smart people will still be able to get it from the churches without tax from the federal government. So you know,
exactly.
it works out.
People use.
You know, you can
also
also grow it too. You can get a rec like really cheap for $25, and
Yeah.
you can literally be legalized to grow your own weed.
I mean, I mostly just use tea, so I mean, it doesn't affect
Yeah.
me either way. I just get
Though.
stems.
I really wish we legalized shroom though. Shroom teas are really good. Like
Are
it
they?
tastes like shit to eat, but it's like a really good like high.
See, that's the thing about weed tea. It actually tastes good.
But
It tastes like canela.
Well, maybe they just add cinnamon to it. No,
That's
like,
too.
Yeah, that too.
I
Well,
can
yeah,
see
you
that.
add a little bit of cinnamon, but just the base tea also kind of tastes a little bit like canela.
Nah, baby, you
Like
just
vanilla
mix a
tea?
little honey tea and some shrooms in
Mm.
there. That's a good tea.
Some lemon.
I
Dude,
still
some
think you should just
lemon-
make shrooms into the pasta. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, easiest way.
Easiest way.
People say
Start tripping
pizza is a
balls.
really good one, but the thing is, like, I don't know. I don't like eating shrooms just like that.
If
Like,
you cook it, does it lose potency?
yes,
That's my phone.
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
So sorry, you said yes.
Edward's gonna go check on his slave real quick
Oh,
in the sex dungeon upstairs.
he's got business to take care of.
Yeah. Don't like the shrooms. They're like really dried up and like they just taste really gross as shit. But like, it is a good experience to feel. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's just really fun.
Do they make like what other forms do they make shrooms in? Like
So
shroom
right now-
gummies and stuff like that too? or-
Yeah. So they do mix them into like edibles and stuff right now. There's a lot of research right now, and recently I found out that they do. They've been microdosing it, so they made them into pills now. So pretty much everything you could just get it for like
the
that little pill.
potency of it.
But that because
Concentrate.
there's so much like effort into making it into a pill is like $100 for the pill because you're pretty much taking like an eighth just straight up.
So, anyways, I like drugs.
Yeah, drugs are really fun, but like psychedelic drugs. Don't go too hardcore. Cocaine here and there. Don't do it like that.
Oh, here and there.
But like,
I
but
don't know about
anything
that,
else
fam.
is too much.
I don't know
man.
about
Okay,
that.
okay.
fam.
Psychedelics are the best things to go with.
I was gonna say psychedelics are the people have said they're the easiest ones to like either relax on or start off with because if you have a bad trip or something, okay, you don't do it again or you don't do too much obviously the first time and stuff like that, but it's like you should never do the hardcore ones unless you've already gotten experience with other ones because it's like crack. Not even once. That's number one. Crack.
Never.
You never do meth.
I don't want to lose a single tooth.
Exactly.
Let's put
Like
it that way.
If you do it once, they're like it's too good. And then you
You're
do it
hooked.
again, and then
Yeah.
So meth, not even once.
No meth, no.
Coke, I would say probably not just because the heart effects and stuff like that.
Or the
It's
teeth
like-
as well.
Yeah.
I don't like
or
getting
the
type 1 diabetes.
picking and stuff like that.
Not gonna lie, the level thing that he's talking about, it sounds really chill, but that all depends on you because I just went from weed straight to coke and then went back
Wait.
down to psychedelics. So that was
Wait,
my
you
thing.
went from weed to coke to psychedelics?
Yeah.
Well, how was the Coke experience?
how was
So, so it's not like a high, like you don't really feel high, but you do feel what you're saying, like the
Alert.
heart, like you feel everything, like
Alert,
bumping
Oh,
faster.
that reminds me.
Like-
I had this one friend acquaintance, blah blah blah, in
Drug dealer.
drug dealer in high school who he was known in school as a smart person. Like he was like fixing other people's computers in high school and like making computers for other people, and like he would be the one that would like crack apps for and give it to us like around like he when Fruit Ninja was big, he cracked the API for it and gave us the free copies of it.
This motherfucker was on Adderall.
He was on cocaine.
Okay, so
pretty
here's the
much.
thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing that here's the story. So this he was like the really smart dude. He was like honor roll, whole 9 yards. Everyone was like, oh shit, he's gonna be he's gonna go to like some magical fucking college or whatever.
Yeah.
So right now it's 5 years later, right?
Yeah.
Since we graduated, right? No, it's 6 years. 6 years later.
6
now,
years
since we graduated.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's living on the streets, a meth addict.
Not even
What?
once, folks.
Not even once.
Not even once,
It's like,
folks.
hey, this was the straightest edge kid that I knew. Like, no weed, no alcohol.
okay.
Like, I low-key smoked. He did not do anything. He went home at like 3 p.m. sharp when school ended.
He was asleep by 7 every night.
Probably.
That's the thing. Some of those kids is just because they never experienced, like their parents are so strict and their life is so like constructed into school and shit that
The
when
second
they
they hit college.
experience, yeah, they once like fucks them all up.
Yeah.
But that shit's funny though. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of it's fucked up, but it's
It's
funny
fucked up,
because it's
but
like
yeah.
damn, like your parents try to keep you protected and they fucked you up. Like
Because it's
technically.
overprotective.
Yeah.
You gotta let them get a couple bruises here and there.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You gotta get them you gotta send them to jail.
You gotta get them overdosing at 14. That way they never want to do drugs ever again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that. You gotta take the Hank Hill approach. You catch your son thinking about drugs and weed. You give him a whole fucking 24 pack of cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
A whole fucking carton.
Yeah.
That's
They have to
70s
smoke
show.
every single one.
Until he just throws up everywhere. Oh,
Yeah.
terrible. He's like, hey, you're not done yet. You haven't finished the carton.
Dude.
3 more packs to go. It's crazy.
No, but for reals, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't do that. I don't want to give any bad parenting advice.
Honestly, yeah. So if you're a parent and you're watching this, you're already on the bad track.
Yeah,
It's not
you shouldn't be
your-
watching this.
Yeah. No, or if you're taking advice from us, if you're a
Yes.
parent, you're taking advice from us. Listen to us. Sure. Tell the other parents in your
life.
in your life.
PTA meeting.
Exactly.
Put us in the PTA meeting as examples of what parenting not to do.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
put up this 10-second clip. Put it up right now.
Yeah.
We were all in Boy Scouts. We did very well.
Yes.
And 2 out of 3 of us are now drug users.
Honestly, yeah, that's really true. I'm fucking
Wait,
dead.
hold on. Do you drink?
Let's make it 3 out of 3.
Oh shit.
This is my drug of choice.
Nah, honestly, that's true though.
The
man.
only difference between me and a drug user is that my drug is legally accepted everywhere. It's socially accepted.
Culturally accepted, actually.
Caffeine?
Yeah,
It's
it's
accept-
usually culturally
Culturally
accepted.
accepted?
Yeah.
Socially, legally, culturally,
Everything.
everything.
Like I've been on Tinder recently, and for some reason that's a fucking thing. Like, why do girls put that in their bio? Like, oh, I love coffee. Like, what the hell does that do
I put
to
that
me?
in my bio when I used to use
Why?
Tinder.
It's
Why?
basic people when they're like, I love to travel, I love food, pets are the best. So you're a normal human
my
being.
God,
you have
dude.
no personalities when I'm here. I watch Game of Thrones. I'm a Mac user, and I have long walks on the beach. Oh, let me guess. You don't put out on the first date either, do you?
Dude, I put I just want to smoke and chill. Like, I got 2 matches. I changed it to just my literally took that off and just put my horoscope. 5 matches in 2 days.
Bruh.
5 matches in 2 days after that Scorpio shit. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Okay,
And
so
it's stupid as shit.
I
Here's
only
what you
used Tinder for 4 months because then I met Noosh at an at an in-person thing.
In person.
In person. I don't know. I never had a problem getting matches.
No,
Like, it didn't
it's
matter
Because
just-
of your eyes. Well, I feel
No,
like
we have similar eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yours are light, but yours changed color though too. Also, I was because yours are a little bit lighter than his, but
But yeah, I had no problem getting matches, and I didn't put my horoscope. The only basic shit that I had was the caffeine thing.
How long ago was this? Be honest with me.
Huh?
How long ago was this? Year-wise.
Your wife's 4 years ago, maybe
Okay.
5.
So Tinder has changed now, and these motherfuckers charge you for pretty much everything. If I literally don't want to pay for shit, but at one point you literally run out of likes, and you have to pay to get
yeah.
unlimited likes.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was
fuck
back
all
then
that
too.
shit.
4 or 5 years ago, that was the same thing. It was
That
before I
gold-
met Noosh.
That
so-
gold membership shit
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, that was there. Yeah,
That's
that was all there.
retarded, bro. Nah, man. I remember back in the day when I would see my homies Tinder, and literally you just had a picture, had little things about yourself, and that was it. And then you just swipe left and right, and fucking that was it. That was literally it. Now it's just just some dumb shit.
Maybe it was 6 years ago.
what? 2015?
No,
That's-
no, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
We
know.
graduated high school in that time, so I think
2015.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was the time
That
that
was
you were
before I
dating
met
douche.
Noosh.
Really?
yeah. Because I met Noosh, I think second year of college or first, or
Really?
second half of the first.
I feel like you were
second semester?
yeah. I feel like you were dating at 18 already, dude.
No,
No,
at
not at
18. No,
18.
not at 18.
You were dating her at least. I feel like
No,
I was
I
dating
was
to go
6
watch-
years.
When I
We
was
went to go
18, I was
watch
dating someone
Deadpool.
else.
We went to go watch Deadpool with your girlfriend, and that's when Walter brought what's her name?
No, we went to go watch Black Panther.
that
didn't
was
go watch Black Panther. I did watch
2018
Black
2018.
or 2019. Fuck, was it 2019?
By the way, I don't know why I don't like Black Panther. I got really faded for the rest. I watched that movie 5 times, by the way. I went 3 times into the theater. 2 times I went stoned out of my mind because it was just the first time I watched it. It was cool, but then I realized it's more of it wasn't really like a comic book movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was
2018.
More
It was more of a political statement.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
No, it was a pretty
It
good
was-
comic book movie.
Yeah, it was a good comic book. It really did touch
It
on some of the same things that the original Black Panther run touched
Yeah.
on.
If you really
Racism,
think about it, though, the villains were too friendly. If you really want to go like that,
The villains.
The only
no, no.
reason
The villains always do that.
No,
The
hold on.
villains
The
always
only
do that.
reason that Killmonger kills his girlfriend is to show that he's not right. Because if they didn't have that scene in there, everyone would walk out of that movie thinking Killmonger was correct. because his statement itself is correct. They always have to have. It's called TV tropes calls it the kicking the puppy moment.
To show you he's evil.
Yeah, they have to show you he's evil by another means because their actual point is actually correct.
I love that.
It's
That's
like
a perfect
kicking the
saying.
puppy.
Kicking the puppy.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like, what the hell? Like this movie, not even that. Like the gorilla, I forget his name, dude. The other
white
villain.
gorilla?
That's supposed to be like his main villain, technically, like his second main villain, kind of like a Dr. Octopus, I would say, like for him.
Is it? I thought he was his rival in the comics.
Yeah, isn't he just a rival?
No, you're right.
He
I think
hates
he's the
him.
villain.
He wants to like kill the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Like he hates him. Like it's a.
They change a lot of things.
It's
for
a
the movies,
hatred.
Though, so.
That's why I don't like Marvel.
Yeah.
They change a lot for that. Like.
I mean, freaking DC changes a lot of shit too, and they
DC's
change a lot of
the
shit in the
best, though.
comics. Like one thing I
DC's the
can't
best.
stand a lot of the times is when Batman becomes a killer, unless it's like something like where his dad becomes a killer, because then that's like it's not Bruce Wayne, because it doesn't make sense for Bruce Wayne to become a killer. Not story wise at least. Like it
I
goes
like the
against
Batman
the
who laughed
purpose.
one, but he became a killer in that one, but that was because of like Joker.
Yeah, but that's like that's
Because he had
different.
Joker brain.
That was okay. The Batman who laughs is supposed to be from the Dark Dimensions,
Yeah,
which
dark
are
metal, right?
basically death metal. They basically that Batman it comes from universes where. Okay, technically the meta aspect of it is that all those Batman, the Batman who has Flash's powers, the Batman who laughs, the Batman,
Lantern.
Bat Lantern, and a couple of other ones. They're supposed to be Batman that couldn't make it into actual comic books. It's like the meta thing that the authors were creating were basically like they're there's the universes that were getting destroyed because the authors don't think they're like basically the ones that get left on the cutting room floor. And so they made all those into their own universe, the dark universe that was getting disintegrated. And so they were never supposed to be Batman in the first place anymore. But yeah,
That's why DC is the best.
yeah, so that's why I'm like, okay, Batman Who Laughs, fine. It wasn't supposed to be a Batman anyways. They weren't like in universe they weren't supposed to exist.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, whatever. But then you get to like Zack Snyder, and I'm like, you're missing the point of Batman. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, because he's trying to be like, oh, it's a lot more realistic and gritty and stuff like that. But it's like, Batman doesn't kill and then snaps the neck of the guys. And, you know.
you're missing the point of You're missing the point of the character.
He's supposed. Well, also that's the other thing though, because remember, his Batman is the older, grizzled Batman. It's not like the young, optimistic one or anything.
Yeah, it's the one from Superman versus Batman.
You know what happens when Batman grows old in the comics? He stops being Batman because he realized that he has to rely on weapons.
But he's not He's not that old yet. He's
I know.
old to
But the
point where
second
he's
he
like,
starts relying on guns and stuff, he quits being Batman.
Yeah, that's why he does Batman
yeah.
Beyond and everything.
Yeah, that's why Batman Beyond happens,
but-
and that's why other things happen.
But the reason Batman Beyond happens is because he used the gun at one point. He was like realizing like, oh shit.
But
like,
that happens in the normal things too. He passes his mantle on to other members in his family, like Duke and stuff, because he doesn't want to rely on weapons, and that's the whole point of his character. He would rather give up his crusade than rely on weapons like that.
well,
That's why.
tell that to the multi-billion-dollar movie industry.
Yeah, I know. That's why I personally have a problem with it. If you're gonna make a hero turned killer, it's gotta be Superman. If you want to have an interesting story.
I honestly thought that was tight in Justice League when he was like gonna kill them. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is tight. I like it because it was exactly like how it would really go down. Like he would literally beat the shit out of all of them, no matter how fast or whatever they do.
You don't realize how strong he is until he's fighting against the good guys. And you're like, oh shit, he was holding back. Which reminds me of, you know, Superior Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Spider-Man when Doc Ock gets into his brain. So when he's fighting with Scorpion, and he like punches Scorpion, and he punches his jaw clean off, and Scorpion is like, what the fuck? And he's like, he has like no jaw. He's like, and he's like dying. And then Doc Ock in Spider-Man goes, I never realized how strong he was, and then he realizes he's been holding back.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like that. How it's like if Spider-Man ever went all out, you know, like.
He would break somebody.
Yeah, exactly. He would destroy people, basically. Because I feel like he's also the equivalent of, like, I don't want to say of Batman, because he's not, like, a vigilante, but he also never tries to hurt people. He's always, you know, capture them over anything else.
I was reading one where he was fighting Wolverine, and he tries to, like, stop Wolverine, like, from, like, fighting him. He's like, I don't want to fight you and everything. And then when he, like, finally takes it serious, he ends up breaking his, like, claws and shit. And I was like, that's
Spider-Man?
tight. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, Spider-Man
That's
is
tight.
unbelievably strong for,
he's really tight.
Like,
He's
I was
thrown
just
Thor's
watching-
hammer at him, too, before.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I was just watching Infinity War today, and remember when fucking Black Star, Dwarf Star, whatever his name is, the big guy, and he throws the hammer, and he goes, He's like, hey, Mr. Stark, and he just like catches it like nothing. He's like, huh? So
Like, yeah, because
he's really
Spider-Man is
strong.
unbelievably strong. Like
Yeah.
for like it's so unassuming because it just doesn't make sense for him to be that strong because he's just like, quippy and shit like that.
Mhm.
That like when he actually like tries, he's insanely strong. Yeah.
I think there's a comic where he ends up almost killing Hulk too, no? Or beats the shit out of Hulk. I think
No, he can't really
Spider
rival
versus
Hulk's
Hulk?
strength.
No.
He has to have some sort of power. I mean, to be fair, it's comics. Like there was a comic book back in like the '60s where, or like the '80s or something, where they had a crossover between Spider-Man and Superman. Like Peter Parker got sent to go take pictures of a science museum or something like that, and then Clark was there doing the reporting, and Lex Luthor started causing trouble, and Lex Luthor basically enhanced Spider-Man to the point where he could kick Superman's ass.
Tight.
And it just fucking KO'd him, and it like he won eventually because the power wore off, but
So he told him a joke, and he turned back into Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Knock knock. I'll take that as a who's there, and then he laughs. Can't believe it, a knock knock joke. Got a million of them. Gotcha. That's hilarious because he basically cracked him up and to calm him down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Spider-Man's the other superhero where it's like Superman, where if like they don't technically have a no killing rule, they just try their hardest not to. So if you get on their bad side and you force them to kill, it gets insane. Like there's a storyline
like Gwen Stacy
based off that too, but that was something else. And they ruined that. They went back and they ruined that because
movie was
it turns out that like Norman killed Stacy partly because she hid his kids. She had kids with him, and she hid them away. And so Spider-Man was. So it turns out that Gwen Stacy had cheated on Peter Parker with Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, and she had twins by him. And then those kids, Norman eventually found them after he killed Gwen Stacy, raised them up to be assassins to go kill Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they kind of went back and they ruined it. There's a lot of shit like that where they go back and they ruin shit. One More Day is the infamous version of that where where the editor at Marvel was basically a misogynist and didn't want Parker to be married to Mary Jane. And so what he did was because he was like this is like he didn't like the relationship at all. So he forced a storyline where Peter Parker made a deal with Mephisto and had him sold his marriage to Mephisto to bring back Aunt May from the dead. And basically return Spider-Man back to zero, which no one liked that. Like immediately it was like that meme was like no one liked that.
Everyone disliked that.
Yeah, everyone disliked that. Is like,
but because I feel like they have to do that. Like that's why they're always doing like resets and reboots and stuff. Because okay, he's always chasing after, he's pining after her. He married her. Now what?
But he was married for her for like a decade. Like that was the new status quo. Him being married to Mary Jane.
And now you reset it and you sell comic books again. Well, by the time people forget, they're like, oh my god, he's always been married with her. Because the little kids at this point don't know. They're like, they've always been married. No, this is crazy. While the older people are like, oh fuck, man, now I gotta read it all over again. And then
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like it. Though the one thing I did like about that is the side story that came out. Not a side story, but like an alternate universe, which is where they have Spider-Man kill the Kingpin. Because the reason that Aunt May dies is because Tony Stark forces Spider-Man to reveal his identity to the world in Civil War, and so Kingpin finds out that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Peter Parker then realizes that Tony Stark has been spying on him in a really intrusive way. Like the suit that with the arms that he gave him has been reading his biometrics and like stealing information off of like his body. Because Spider-Man, the one power he never told anyone about was his Spidey sense, because it's one of the cards he keeps close to his chest. And somehow Tony Stark found out about it. And so he found out that Stark was scanning his brain electrical signals. And that's how he found out about the spider sense. That's how he found out that he gets a forewarning.
Damn.
And so he's like, maybe if we're fighting against Captain America, the person that took down Nazis twice, probably not the side you want to be on. So he betrays Tony to go team up with Cap. And so he has to go on the run, right? And so he's hiding out at a motel. Kingpin finds out, sends a sniper, kills Aunt May because he's trying to kill Spider-Man. And
Aunt May jumped in front, took the bullet, or what?
No, basically Spider-Man was gone. He was with Captain America doing superhero shit. Yeah. And Mary Jane and Aunt May were just chilling in the hotel room trying to hide. But the sniper found them, killed Aunt May in order to get to Peter. And Peter's just like, fuck it, and he dons like a black suit, not the symbiote suit, so he doesn't have any enhanced strength, but he just dons a black suit, goes to the prison, like breaks into the prison where Kingpin is at, takes off his mask. Spider-Man's not killing you. Peter Parker is. Just fucking beats the shit out of him until he dies. And this is the Kingpin, like the person that like
beats him out
beats
too, like
shit
almost,
out.
like I
Yeah.
think killed him in one parallel universe too.
Yeah. Like
Holy
Kingpin is actually
shit.
strong as fuck, but Peter Parker is way stronger, and he always goes easy on the Kingpin. He just murks him.
Oh, it's right here, bro.
When he murdered Hobgoblin. Well, there's
No, that's
multiple
from the
ones.
Ultimate
That's-
Universe.
Oh,
This
okay,
one
okay.
is the one I think from the.
I think it's this one because you said black suit, right?
Yeah, black
It's
suit.
like, when you murdered Hobgoblin and have men research the woman who died in the fire, May Parker. To provoke such a reaction, she may have been someone close to you. And then, let me see. Wait, let me see.
No, I don't. Wait, maybe. That's...
Oh, it is this one. Wait, who the fuck? Did
No,
kill
because
there?
he isn't taking off his mask.
Yeah, he's not in prison, and it's Peter Parker that kills him, not Spider-Man. He specifically
it
says
has
Peter
to
Parker.
Be, that's some like.
Search
Dang.
Peter Parker kills. That's that one.
I have
That's
a
that one
question.
because he's in prison right there.
I have a question.
That's a different
Does that
one.
mean that
Which one's this
Spider-Man didn't kill Mary Jane with the spider sperm after they went back to Zero?
Yeah, that's a different universe.
That was the funniest death I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like honestly, my man couldn't even have
Radioactive sperm.
sex. Everybody gonna get cancer.
Yeah. And
Damn.
considering how many partners Spider-Man has had, that's
So
a
what would,
lot of
would that be a
cancer.
trip
Yeah.
if instead of STDs we give out like
cancer.
cancer and shit like that? Like, nah. I'm saying like, nah, man. That sounds
Yeah.
stupid as fuck.
Wait,
Erase
no, I
that.
think he
Erase
beat the
that.
shit out of him, but he
He-
didn't.
he kills
didn't
him.
Kill him. No. He says, you ordered her death, Fisk. It's only appropriate your life ends when hers does. So are you? I'd start praying right about now, trying to convince God to give her every possible second of life. Sure, Mr. Fisk. Count on it. I don't know. Yeah, so he just beat the shit out of him.
Because he gets arrested at the end of the comic for murder.
Are you sure there's another one then?
That one's
think
when
that-
Daredevil died.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah,
We'll
like,
find it
freaking,
later.
yeah, no, Spider-Man, like, fucking murks him. Just, like, it's not even really a contest, to be honest, if I remember the comic correctly. Spider-Man just goes straight through him.
That's tight.
It's back to zero, because Spider-Man is actually really strong if you piss him off.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy.
yeah. Like, the interesting stories are not the people whose whole identity is built around not killing. It's the people who try to be normal because they're just want to be, good people. And then someone fucks them over to the point where, like, well, because, like, Spider-Man's supposed to be, like, kind of like a hope figure in Marvel. And then, obviously, Superman is the embodiment of hope in DC.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when you cause them to lose hope in humanity, you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
You've done some shit.
They made Injustice into a movie. The new animated DC
Yep.
movie coming out. It's gonna be Injustice.
Yeah.
It's coming out,
Speaking of
so
which,
we're almost out of battery.
we're on battery.
All right, bye.
We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.